The man in our story suffers his own version of Prometheus's eternal punishment. Every night, memories of his wife tear at his heart. Every morning, he wakes up to fresh grief, only to endure it all again the next night. Like Prometheus, his emotional organs are just devoured daily by these talons of memory. We see the man's pain as he comes on a preserved piano in an old abandoned house. His wife loved to play the piano. Remembering this, we see him bend over in agony and weep. Trying to be quiet so his son doesn't hear. You can just feel his pain as he cries. We learn why her memory is so hard on him. Here the story doesn't hold back, so be warned. In a devastating flashback, we see her slowly descend into being utterly numb. She refuses to continue living in this ongoing hell. She's convinced they're just going to be caught, she and the boy assaulted, and all of them eaten. She wants to do what other families have done to end their lives.
We have to. We will survive this. We are not gonna quit. We're not gonna quit.
She walks outside into the pitch dark to end her life, leaving the father alone with their young son.
She was gone, and the coldness of it was her final gift.
He must also carry the weight now of his wife's choice. If Prometheus brought the fire and endured suffering, the man shows us how to carry the fire, even with ongoing suffering. But what does it mean to carry the fire? Historically, fire represents far more than mere warmth. It's critical for tool making, allowing for human advancement. It improves nutrition through cooking, transforming raw ingredients into something easily digestible. And as we evolved, it allowed for more of our body's energy to be refocused on our brains, making our brains bigger and smarter. Also, it allowed people to continue working after dark. Fires became the center for gatherings, the focal point for telling stories and building community. It offered light so we could see into the shadows instead of scurrying from superstitions. And as Stephen Fry later said,
"So he went up to Olympus and stole fire from heaven and gave it to us." Now, you can say that that was one way of the Greeks saying it. Literally, how do we have fire? The physical stuff,
Sure.
the rolling plasma that melts and smelts and roasts and toasts. But it's also the divine fire, self-consciousness. And Zeus was right in the sense to say man mustn't have it, because if we had it, we would then eventually outgrow the gods. We wouldn't need them. We'd match them and we'd be free of them.
that is what Prometheus stole and gave mankind. Lord Byron's poem about Prometheus speaks not just about the sacrifice Prometheus made, but what he did for humanity. My favorite part of this poem, and literally my favorite part of any poem, is "Thy godlike crime was to be kind, to render with thy precepts less the sum of human wretchedness." It's the hope that things can be better. Fire is our very humanity.